Meanwhile, Korea's Constitutional Court is holding the 8th hearing in the impeachment trial of President Park Geun-hye. Let's go straight to our reporter Kim Ji-yeon standing by at the court. Ji-yeon, do fill us in.
Well, Daniel, this afternoon, Eun-taek, the former co-director of the Creative Economy Initiative and a former TV commercial director, testified that he saw President Park's longtime confidant Choi Soon-sil use her computer to revise the president's talking points of the president's speeches. Cha said Choi only used the computer to review drafts of the president's speeches, which he saw her do when he would go to her office. He said that every time he visited Choi's office, which was once every 2 to 3 weeks, he thought he heard Choi speaking with President Park using a phone she regularly used to talk to the president. Cha also mentioned that he was surprised when a phrase that he had shared with Choi was later included in remarks the president made at a meeting with senior presidential secretaries, word for word. The phrase was about how good companies are being bought by conglomerates and great companies are being bought by Google, while really fantastic companies are being bought by Alibaba. Cha also admitted to recommending several people for key government posts and conglomerate marketing teams at Choi's request, including his uncle and former senior presidential secretary of education and culture, Kim Sang-yul. Cha said that no business within two government-linked foundations that Choi is said to have controlled, Media and K Sports, could be done without Choi's approval. He also said Choi had once told him to advertise certain Korean food brands at the K-Con festival in France, indicating to him that the president would appear at their booth as part of her itinerary in the country. Daniel?
Right, Ji-yeon. And this morning, Kim Jong, the former second vice minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism, gave testimony. He showed up as a witness. Did we get anything substantial out of him today?
Yes, Kim Jong provided details on Choi's alleged influence peddling in the culture and sports sectors. Kim is suspected of helping to establish the K-Sports Foundation, one of the government-linked foundations allegedly run by Choi, and the Blue K, a paper company allegedly run by Choi. Kim, who said he met with Choi once every 1 or 2 months, said she asked him to help set up the Blue K, though he did not suspect that she was directly involved in running the organization. Kim was also questioned about whether he used his authority to run the Blue K into an organization representing a disabled fencing team and established by a culture ministry affiliate. Kim also said that he didn't know about Choi's ties to the president because she had never brought her up in their meetings. However, he also said that he received direct orders from former presidential chief of staff Kim Ji-yeon on sports-related issues, not from his direct superior, the Minister of Culture. Lee Seung-chul, the vice chairman of the Federation of Korean Industries, is on the stand as we speak, and I'll have more on his testimony in our next newscast. Back to you.